Test. And probably increase the game audio a little bit, I think. That looks good. Alright, morning. I'm the 7 again. I played Minish Cap yesterday, but I'm gonna play DKC2 this morning. So yeah, comfy DKC2 in the morning. Morning. Gonna restart the console just to make sure. So yeah, this is just straight up 80%. I'm gonna use Wong warps and beat the game as fast as possible. Alright, so I'm gonna close this just in case. Alright, I think we're good. Alright, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Alright, so yeah, the first two worlds we're basically just gonna use the intended developer warps. So there's like a barrel here that's gonna basically skip the level and oops, and spawn us at the end. Only the first two worlds have that. Starting at world 3, I would have to actually play the levels. So here what I'm gonna do is actually attempting a Wong warp, creating an invisible object, and like basically you throw the invisible. There's a warp barrel that was at the bottom of the level that was invisible. That's the intended developer warp. But what we do, we just create an invisible object to throw that barrel. And since we throw it at the different spot, the game doesn't know where to send us. And there's like on 1.1 version, instead of soft locking, the developer just said, all right, instead of soft locking the game, it's just gonna like complete the level basically instead. So I don't get a percentage for beating the level, but I actually exit the level and be able to proceed. So that's something you actually cannot do on 102%, which is the 100% category of this game. And this is Crow. The first 2 eggs are not random, so he's gonna just give me regular egg. But the 2 next ones are 50-50 to be a fake egg or a real egg. So we'll see what happens. That's a fake. It's a real one. That was a real one. Alright, 1 fake egg. Not bad, not bad. So here again, I'm gonna try to do a Wong warp here. I didn't get it, but it's like you're supposed to throw that barrel that's up here. This is the developer intended warp. But by creating an invisible object, you can actually skip like the rest of it and exit the level. So what I did there is a big boy. When you throw an enemy, when you team up and throw your partner at an enemy and it comes back, you cannot like have a second jump that you can do in midair. and we use that to actually enter the warp barrel that's up there. And when you hit the target, like this level, it was like I have to hit the target, there's no way around it. So Dixie is actually faster. The fanfare is like the fanfare is faster than Diddy. The Diddy rap is slower, so you want to use Dixie if you actually have to hit the target, and after bosses as well. So this is pretty much the last developer intended warp that we have on this category. So starting on World 3, we actually have to play the levels. I'm gonna try a lava fly here. Let's see if I can not die. There's a lot of tricks in this game, like if you don't get it, you die, but if you get it, it saves like seconds at most. Yeah, there we go. I was supposed to release Y and press A, and I will have be able to jump on the ledge there, but I'm just gonna do the safe way here. I practiced a little bit here this morning, but you're supposed to, like, I'm just gonna wait here because the hooks are not spawned yet, so I cannot like the hooks only spawn after the boss is doing like that attack that he just did. Flying DD for the fans. World 3, now the game starts actually. So no more warps. At least developer intended warps. Like, this level looks impressive, but honestly it's not that bad to control, to actually do all this. Like, it's very easy to control, and you just need to jump at a certain time, and the rest of it is just hold right with the Rhino. So what I did, the reason I team up there is, yeah, I tried to explain, but the reason what I did, I teamed up with it, which I stored a double jump, not a double jump, but a super jump. What I was supposed to do there is actually get hit by the enemy there, so I would just jump high into the air, and I would have be able to skip that barrel. Unfortunately, for some reason I teamed up there, for whatever reason. And this is the first water level that we have in the game, and this is probably like one of the hardest level to optimize because you have to like navigate through the corners, close to the corners as much as possible, and if you bonk, it loses a lot of time. Unfortunately, there's a barrel there. I'm gonna try to hit the corners. Like, I bombed there a little bit. Oh, this level is actually pretty interesting. Like, it has movement, has wong warps, like it has everything. So I'm gonna try to do a trick here. I'm gonna try again. I'm supposed to get hit by the cleaver here. Alright, let's try again. Just to show it off, I can finish the level warpless. There we go. Like, there's a weird glitch, like if Dixie gets hit and you enter a barrel, like the AI, I would assume like the AI is confused and it's looking for an active character in the game that's not there anymore. And since Diddy is actually in the barrel, it might be considered inactive, or I don't know. I don't know the technical explanation for that trick, but actually gonna do that. It's black magic, basically. How... I don't understand how that how I killed that enemy with my head, but whatever. Yeah, this snake is questionable hitboxes. Nobody understands it. So what I'm doing here, I'm storing a double super jump. And by doing that, I actually skip the trigger that makes the water rise. So I can fall down like from here, and I create an invisible object. And I usually there's water here, but by having the super jump, it's not happening. So we can actually use that bonus barrel there for one warp. I tried to skip that barrel, but I'm gonna try Divine Clip here. Yeah, it's kinda hard to do, but I always try to go for it. You can actually throw your partner through the vine if you like do like a big boy. Basically, it's a big boy combined with throwing your partner through the vine. But yeah. This boss is probably the most boring out of all of the bosses because it's like nothing going on really. Like the bosses on this game are more interesting than DKC 1, but DKC 3 is where the bosses gets interesting. And the only movement I'm doing here is I'm positioning myself so he can spawn like a certain position because I'm right here now because I can go back and forth and I can pick up the barrel. Otherwise he will be in the way. That's pretty much all I do. Alright, Wolf 4. Wolf 4 is not as interesting. Well, it's interesting still, but it's like 2 other scrollers in that world, so. And this is a level where Dixie can shine just by gliding. I'm gonna try to, well, I'm gonna do a trick here. Just call this Scrolly Scroll. I think I'm gonna get hit, yeah. Basically, the way you dismount the spider, it makes the camera like go crazy. And can actually use that. And when you team up, you actually don't get stuck on the honey, so just glide on it. Wasn't high enough. That field not high enough. This is your classic auto scroller. The only trick really in this level is it's the swag balloon. Doesn't cost any time or loses any time, but if you hit the red barrel, you lose a Kong. I usually don't go for that, but I think I will do for this marathon. We'll see though. I jump into the car for no reason, so there's no time save regarding that. I just do that for because it's something to do, I guess. Like, it looks weird. Yeah, I usually don't go for that, but there we go. Fortunately, there's a DK barrel there. Alright. I'm gonna try a Wong Warp here. I think my IDs are wrong, but we'll see. Yeah. Basically, the way you go into the vine makes the IDs a certain way. I wasn't fast enough, so I'm just gonna use the safe strats that I do. I'm gonna wait for that hook. There we go. Alright, let's try again. The invisibility barrel didn't last long enough. I was fine actually, that the IDs were correct. There we go. Yeah. I usually don't have trouble with that trick. And this is another auto-scroller. The only problem with this level is you can actually having trouble with the number 2 guy. That was weird. But yeah, as long as you have the level memorized, it's very straightforward. Like this guy right here. Like there's a tight window, like you can jump on him, otherwise like you will bonk, and later on he can, if you like, it will survive, and if you go further and if you jump on him, you can actually get into a hole because you're midair. This level has everything again, like long warps, movement. So there's a long warp coming up using the cannonball. And I'm gonna try to do. I think we got it. Yep. So again, same principle. You throw. You basically have the ID of the cannonball, not the cannonball, but the cannon, and you throw it, and it messes up the behavior of when you actually get in there, and the game doesn't know where to send you. Getting off the honey is impossible. Like, you lose so much time stuck on the honey. And this part, it's actually not that bad. It's just jumping in the right time. And actually, there's like a giant bee following you in the back, but you never see that. So that's why there's like this manga-esque music going on. So this boss, again, straightforward. Like, I'm positioning myself to bait the boss and not get hit by the spikes so that I can hit him being in the corner here. Wasn't about supposed to take damage there, but that's fine. So as long as you do the same thing. But if you get off script, it's kind of hard to get back into the script actually. So. Alright, World 5. Probably the best world in the game, hands down. On any percent and 102%, like. Very hard levels. Very satisfied to do actually, if you do them well. I'm actually gonna pick up that. I'm gonna despawn this enemy just by scrolling back the camera. Fortunately, we still have another scroller here, but after that it's like back to back to back hard levels. This level is like small optimization you can do. Like you can jump up and down slopes to go faster. You don't actually want to jump when it's like neutral. So I'm trying to do that, but then again, I'm trying to not hit the red barrels as well. Because the green gives me time and the red makes me lose time on the timer on top. And if it gets to 0, like the enemy in the background, in the back of me, we call it 2-pack. So if it hits 0, it's actually gonna hit me, and I'm losing a Kong. So yeah, I'm more focused on not actually getting, actually hitting the green barrels than actually going for optimizing everything. That was intended, because it was already at the end anyway. Alright, one of the best level in the game, I think. Chestless. Gonna hit that one just to be sure. Missed the Diki coin. Rip. There we go. That was actually pretty clean level, to be honest. Hi, parachute panic, PCP. You're supposed to use the para to glide, but we're not gonna use that. We're just gonna. We have the level memorized, so we're just gonna fall down. Yep. Yeah, I messed it up. We'll take damage again here. Fall down here. Pick up this. Yeah, I was supposed to bonk, so I'm gonna try to not die here. Alright, we didn't die. So yeah, I was supposed to bonk when I took damage from the bee. I was supposed to get hit by the bonk on the wall and be able to complete the rest, but that didn't happen. I don't know, it's like movement based, like if your movement is not correct or something like that, but even me, I don't fully understand it. Alright, this is Webwoods, probably the hardest level in the game. So what I'm doing is actually pressing L and R at the same time, so the web is actually deploying. I messed that up. So by pressing L and R in midair, you can like land on it right away. Actually, might not. I will probably not talk during this level. That's weird. I'm just not gonna talk, I think. Just be careful here, and off we go. That's about what it looks like. And this is Crew 2. He's back from the dead. This boss has RNG, like depending on, like the barrels can spawn like in 3 positions. So on this one, I want the barrel to spawn on the right here on the platform that I am at right now. Yeah, we got the roast RNG. Like we have to go back here, pick up this. And switching to Dixie for shorter fanfare. Alright, World 6, we have the introduction of Endguard here. It's like an animal body back from DKC1. He's not that bad compared to DKC1, but he's still impossible to like. Basically, on DKC3 is like invincible. DKC1 is like super vulnerable, and this one it's a middle ground, I guess. Didn't get the dash there. Usually, like if you dash into, like if the water is going down and you dash a certain way, you can like glide downwards. But roll died. So this wall is mostly for vertical movement. Um, Basically, you climb a tower, so most of the levels are from down, yeah, down to top. So I'm getting hit there just a certain way, so I can skip like a section on the left, on the right, sorry. Uh, like I get hit and I basically can jump midair if I'm close enough to the platform, and I can actually land on it. Alright, I'm gonna try a trick here. There's like a new glitch that was found on this level that skips a minute. We'll see if I get it. It's this. I'm using an invisible object. This DK barrel here. Nice first try actually. Nice. So yeah, that's like there's like an old setup of Castle Crush that you can do. That's a lot easier. So if I was like stuck in a loop like an infinite, I would have gone for that. But getting first try is always nice. Jump there. Gonna pick that up. I never do, but I thought I was too low, but it's whatever. Yeah, there's an invisible barrel you can pick up, and by throwing, yeah, I messed it up. I'm just gonna use that. Usually, I can use the invisibility to roll through all this, but I messed up the movement, so I'm gonna do that instead. All right, this level has another Wong warp as well. Hey, so there's like a cannon that was on the right. That's like the bonus. But yeah, we throw that cannon into our hand and be able to Wong Warp out of it. So right now I'm like, there's like this part right here is probably like the hardest part to optimize because you have the snake and the snake is actually impossible to control. So I'm using right now like strats that are consistent for me. I should be able to get a jump here. There we go. Like you can see, like I can like jump. Like I have a basically a double jump. That's what it is. Sorry, I'm trying to focus while I'm talking. No, mister. Oh, that was close. No need to skip. You can skip these two. And again, spider. Press L and R at the same time, and it deploys right away. But we saved Donkey, right? Oh, noes. What happened? Le croco volant. What are we doing? Okay. Was a weird bird there. I didn't get the skip. You can actually skip that little animation. I'm gonna take it safe here. And off we go. The flow of the stages? Not sure I understand your question. You mean the theme of the each world? Oh, what's happening? It's kind of hard to explain while we like. There's a lot of things going on, like a lot of stuff that's movement. Like I explained a little bit of the tricks earlier. Like there's like more warps you can do. And this is well, Carol is basically a like. The best way to explain Carol is basically a glorified cutscene like this, as long as you have the patterns memorized. It's like and the only trick you can like do on this, it's like if you throw the cannonball like without like you can see like some kind of dust that's happening when the cannon is actually sucking. I don't know what else to say that, but it's like sucking the cannonball. So the less you see like the little sprites, it's called dustless. So the closer you throw the faster you throw your cannonball, the less we'll see dust, but that's like super hard to do. Yeah, you just need to practice. Well, not practice, but you just need to know the timing basically. The red one is actually just your character moves slower. The blue one is just you get frozen. Red one it's you move like slower. And the purple, this one is your controls are actually reversed. But I have a visual cue. I just stand on this line here and I just jump to not get hit there by that. Nice run. And playing in French for the fans. So basically the lore was basically like Donkey Kong has been kidnapped from by K. Rool and we have to save him. And that's what we did. But yeah, overall a good run. That was actually better than my practice run I did yesterday. So how much time we have left? Yeah, my estimate was 55, right? I don't know why I put so much estimate. I'm getting scared, I guess. 1 hour? Nah, I didn't put 1 hour. I probably put 55. I should have put 50, but show a fun glitch. All right. I'm gonna kill some time right now. I'm gonna shoot something, you guys. We're actually gonna like I'm called the 7, right? So you would expect me to play this game, right? FF6. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna basically like beat the game, but in an interesting way. I have save files already set up right here. I guess I can start with this one. So we're in Kefka's Tower right now. And we have some weird things equipped on our hands. Like we have the Moogle Charm in our body. Like weird stuff is happening right now. Like we have like Dirks, uh, Marble Shoes, like weird, like we have something's going on right now. So I'm not sure what's happening. So and if we go back to the other teams, like we have Mogul Charms equipped on, like we have goggles equipped on our right hand for some reason. Like Mogul Charms here, like, and we go back to this team, like Mogul Charm, like weird stuff is happening. So there's a boss here that we can actually trigger. So if I walk into this tile, it's gonna spawn. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna actually skip that boss trigger. Maybe people never see that. It's actually on any percent sketch for 5.6. So you can actually skip the trigger that's happening. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna walk into the tile and switch party immediately by buffering Y button. And I'm gonna swap the team while pressing the menu. So right now I'm on the tile that's actually gonna spawn the boss right now. But it's not spawned yet. But if I exit the menu right now, I will get the boss encounter. But if I swap the party leader here and I hold left, I will be able to skip that tile completely. So you can see like we basically bypass the boss here. Bypass the boss. So the boss is still there, but we actually skipped that. I'm gonna actually load my other save. It's already set up for that reason. So just basically like go to the end. Not really the end, but I have another saves because there's some menuing that I need to open my notes. I'm too lazy, I guess. And we can actually, like, you see, like right here we have Poltergeist here, the boss. But we're actually not gonna fight him. Like we're gonna actually use the same trick that we did earlier. Like we can see here, we cannot like go further, right? But we're gonna actually use the same trick again. So we're gonna swap party while on the tile, menuing while changing party, swap party leader, do the same thing, swap party leader again, and we're out. So you can basically skip a boss here. So you will think that we're like level 16 or 14 right now, so we're like super underleveled. So how we're actually gonna kill this boss right here? So what you guys will see. Let's just check. I have flame shields equipped. All right. So remember, we have the goggles equipped right now, right? So what happens when you attack with goggles? That it's not a weapon. Like what would happen if you think? So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna actually go on magic, attack. So I didn't get it, but usually this called a menu merge. And I'm gonna actually try to cast X potion from the magic menu. It's like a certain timing I have to do. Yeah, right now I'm on the item menu, but I selected the magic menu, right? So the game thinks I'm on magic, but I'm actually on the item menu. So we have the X potion that's like right here. So we're gonna actually cast X potion. And the way the game is programmed, it's like you have like IDs for every magic and item. So what basically I did is I casted exposure, like I went into the magic menu, but I casted the item Explosion, which is in the game. It's like the same ID as magic, as same ID as Baba Breath. So for example, if Baba Breath is like magic ID 28, and Explosion is like item ID 28. So I'm casting the ID 28 even though I'm casting the Explosion, and the game casts the same spell basically. So yeah, we basically kill the boss like that. Um, and for this one, let me double check if I have Phantom. I'm actually, do I want to save? I guess not. Well, in case Phantom misses. I'm gonna save over that. This one, I think. Yeah. So we're gonna kill Goddess. But we're not gonna use the Baba Breath. We're gonna use something else. So we have Magitech right now. Like if I go on Terra, like she can actually use Magitech. But we have this spell called Exfer, which is like an attack that kills people one shot. So what we're gonna do is actually gonna model Edgar. Gonna use Phantom, so that the boss is gonna be actually banished. We're gonna use Exfer on the boss. Interesting. All right, let's see if we can actually win this now. What do we have here? Actually, it's probably faster to just reset. I want to show it. I want to show off the Kefka. So yeah, I just wasn't fast enough. I was explaining and was going back and forth into the menus. So we'll try it again. Because it's a side attack, so the ATB is like empty on the boss when we start a battle. So she should never get a turn. And there we go. We win Goddess. Alright, so we are at Kefka, so what we could use to beat Kefka right now? I'm actually gonna swap which people have the force shield and stuff. I guess we can like do that. Basically I use the sketch glitch. Like this is a save file that already has the sketch glitch pre-configured, because it actually takes a long time to set it up. Well, not a long time, but getting force shield. This. I guess I can save. So what do you think? Like we can use Baba Breath on Kefka, right? So we can like use Baba Breath on all the 3 parts, move on to tier 2, tier 3, and the last boss, and just basically win like that, right? But we'll see what happens. Oh, we're getting Kefka gems for sure. So I need to remember what's the setup for this. Like this, like I have to kill. Yeah, I'll need to make sure that I remove flame shields. I don't remember. I guess it doesn't matter. That works. Didn't get it. So what I want to use is then again using the Baba Breath. I actually need that person. Nice. Nice. No. Actually, what I want to do is actually do a menu merge and do the same thing, like casting Baba Breath again. I forgot what's the setup. So basically, it's just getting it first try, of course. Nice. We didn't get it actually. I'm gonna wait. Yeah, Yeah, it's actually tricky to do that. Alright, keep eating log. Yeah, now he's dead. Alright, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. So I don't remember the setup. I think there's certain characters that are better at this fight than others. But we're just killing time right now, so it's not a big deal. I think we... Oh, we didn't get it. Like, we saw, like, smoke bombs here, but we didn't get, actually, the menu merge. Usually I have more than one character that's actually have the magic command. Missing by frames. Hey, we got it finally. Alright, so now Cyan is now out of the battle. So what happens is that there's a flag in the game. Like, and now we win. Like, basically what happens is Baba Breath causes two things. Like, if there's a party member in your party basically that's dead, it's gonna actually automatically push it out of the battle. And by doing so, there's a flag in the game that if the combat ends and there's a person that got hit by Baba Breath that's out of the battle, it's gonna not actually game over, but it's gonna just exit you of the battle and proceed with the next cutscene. And in this case, it's like the next cutscene, it's basically the ending. So that's what happens. Like, you just need to Baba Breath one of your party member that's actually dead, and from there, you're good to go. Alright, so a little something that I added, that I had covered in case my DKC2 run was good. So, alright, so we're actually gonna move on. So we have Trisnal. He's gonna play the messenger. So hanging tight. We're actually gonna swatch streams soon. So don't go away.